This lady ripped me off. I'm not even gonna front.
After this job, I genuinely didn't think I was gonna want to do another trash can cleaning.
That was the worst trash can I have ever seen.
Just got off work. I'm actually gonna be heading to a job very soon. Trash can cleaning job. It's not too far from me, so I didn't add any kind of travel fee. It's gonna be But wait, before I tell you how much I charge for this job, a lot of you guys ask me how I keep track of my business. I use this one app, 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤. 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤 is giving away this Ford work truck in a few weeks to a premium or platinum subscriber of 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤. So if you need help keeping up with customers, sending estimates, invoices, or collecting payments, give 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤 a try for free. Just click the link in the comment section and the description of this video. 𝗤𝘂cie𝗁𝗤 is the fastest way to send estimates, invoices, and secure payment from your customers, and even provide you with real-time business analytics such as close ratio, sales, and expense tracking. Things in this job went kind of wrong, but I'll explain further as we go. My normal procedure when I'm quoting a customer is to get their location or something near them. That way I have the ability to add on travel fees or simply bump my prices up, because charging the same for a job that's 5 minutes away from me versus 35 minutes away from me is not fair.
Yeah, oddly enough, that drive took way longer than she said it would. Also took way longer than my GPS did. Most of the times people don't want to send me their exact address like before we get a price negotiated or whatever, before everything's finalized, so they kind of send me like something that's around their area. But I think this lady didn't send me something around her area, because it was showing me like 10 to 12 minutes and that was a 30-minute drive. To bump the price up, I might even try. I don't even know. 30 minutes compared to 12 minutes? No chance, bro. No chance.
In my defense, this is the first time this has happened at a job, and it didn't help that the cam was especially worse than I've ever seen.
The job is done. It is 106 degrees outside. Literally, no one should be outside right now. Listen, if you're even watching this video, it's probably too hot to watch. This lady ripped me off. I'm not even gonna front. Not even like I expect a tip, whatever. But the fact that like she was so much further than she let on. Second of all, that was the worst trash can I have ever seen. I'm gonna put a picture up right here. Oh my god. This kind of shows me what I did wrong, and I'll tell you in a second.
But other than that, the job went super smoothly. I'm really settling into my process at this point, and setting up used to be the worst part, but after a while you really kind of master it. This cleaning took me around 20 minutes to finish if you include pickup time, so I really spent more time in the car than working, which is actually crazy. As you'll know if you watch my videos on how to clean trash cans, I always follow the same procedure, starting with the general spray off of the can. In this phase, I'm really trying to get everything off, but you have to know that you'll have multiple rounds so that you can try to do this another time, and it's not the most important on your first try. During this part, I also like to flip the can on its side so I can get a more direct angle of the inside, but you have to be careful during your wash because I've absolutely stripped so many numbers off of cans. Not that customers really notice, but for your safety, I'd avoid it. Next, I get into my wash with the Turtle Wax Foam Soap. I've been getting comments about it a lot lately, and yes, I use an automotive wash soap on trash cans because there's no such thing as one for trash cans. This step isn't really the most useful one. Most of the time I do it for footage, but it also helps with the smell inside the can as long as you get a fragrant smelling soap and it does some good. This step isn't the most effective one, but I do use it for a lot of footage. It definitely helps with the smell inside the can as long as you get a good fragrant smelling soap. Then I let that sit for a second and I can wash it all off and come back with the pressure washer again to get most of the stuff I missed. Unfortunately, with the can in this job, there were some complications. The customer regretted to inform me how much gravel they had actually dumped in the can prior to me coming, and it was on top of McDonald's bags and all kinds of other trash. This might motivate you guys to start asking for pictures beforehand of the cans to get a good idea what you're getting into. It was very blindsiding, and before the haters can say I'm whining, of course I didn't expect the trash can to be pretty, but I've done a lot of them that did not look this way and that weren't this inconvenient. Having gravel stuck to the bottom definitely wasn't something that I was looking forward to, and because it was hardening, it made it so much harder to clean. Surprisingly, I did get the gunk out, but it took 5 to 6 rounds of full impact spraying in the inside of the bottom of the trash can. This next part might be a bit graphic. Another thing y'all ask me all the time is what do I do with the trash at the bottom of the cans? Usually there's none, but in this case I had to put gloves on and reach into the wet gravel in order to get underneath the trash bags where the McDonald's bags were and the McDonald's cups. Once again, I usually have a very smooth job ahead of me when I do can cleanings, but this one was very difficult, so don't let that really deter you from doing other can cleanings. It doesn't happen all the time. So after I got everything out with my 5 to 6 rounds of spraying, I go back for my second round of chemical treatment, which it's not super necessary to do multiple, but this is only if you don't go heavy enough on the first round. You will need a second. Make sure you wait long enough so the stuff that you're spraying can break down using the chemicals, and is easier to wash off, save yourself some time, and save me some time. Also, for those of you who don't have trucks and trailers for this service, here's a quick tip. I currently run my service businesses out of a Camry. It's not super helpful, but it does work. In this job, I left the chemicals in the car with me for way too long in the sun, resulting into the smell of the chemicals practically burned into my car. So make sure you're super aware of how long the chemicals are going to sit in your car. So if you plan to drive 25 to 30 minutes, find a way to conceal them so the smell doesn't get out. Also, so you don't have any spilled. I think I might have spilled some stuff, and it's going to have some long-lasting effects. But overall, the job was amazing. Another bonus being the lady was extremely sweet. She kind of watched me through the window, which I thought was super weird. I never really get customers like paying super close attention to me, but it just worked out because I know what I'm doing, so I don't think I look like I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I think that she was just super intrigued by the fact that I clean trash cans. It's pretty reasonable though. It's not something I ever saw myself doing, but hey, money makes you do crazy things. Let me know in the comments down below how you'd feel if the customer watched you while you worked. Anyways, after I finish washing off the chemicals, you'll be at the last step, which is something I've personally trademarked so you can't steal it. The Fabuloso Finisher. I know it sounds complicated, but hear me out. This is simply me pouring Fabuloso into the cans just so they smell good. I can't even explain how many referrals I've gotten off of this one trick because the customer could smell how good the can smelled even when it was closed. Feel free to use that on all your can cleaning jobs. Just don't forget where you heard it from and check out more of my videos. I have tutorials and even step-by-step guides on how to build your own business in 4 different industries in 2023. Oh wait, there's one more thing I forgot. $35 job.